Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam, and it's time for this week's Oracle Reveal. So earlier today on Instagram, I placed up a photo with 3 different animals on it: the horse, the porcupine, and the snake. And I asked you to use your intuition and ask yourself which animal was getting stuck in your head, because that animal's got the message for you today. So if you're just joining us, ask yourself really quickly, which animal is getting stuck in your head? Is it the horse, is it the porcupine, or the snake? And if you pick more than one animal, that's totally fine. It's just got to be the animal that gets lodged in your mind. For the people who picked the horse, the first card is what it's best to place your focus on at this time. And horse, oftentimes people are attracted to when they've been doing everything by themselves and they need support. Horses carry people to their destination. They indicate travel and movement. And so this could be a time of moving on from an old phase or an old way of thinking of things and moving into a new one. The first card for the horse people is the Devil card. And the devil is a symbol for the inner shadow that everybody has. Everyone's got an angel on their shoulder and everyone's got a devil on their shoulder. Everyone's got a positive, uplifting voice that's telling you good things and positive messages. And then everyone's got a voice that's saying, give up hope. This is just a time of despair. Why even try? And the devil is a symbol for your inner saboteur. But the inner saboteur is not honest, and the devil's main name is the father of lies. And so when this card comes up, it's asking you to see if you are being ensnared by a lie you're telling to yourself that's based in guilt or shame or hopelessness. The people that are chained to the devil's throne are there by their own choice, because if you look closely, the chains are loose and they can slip out of them at any time. And this is a symbol for you being able to slip out of your inner saboteur whenever you're feeling powerless against it, if you stand up to it and you see the truth of what the situation is. And to see the truth, you need to turn towards your inner light. You need to hear that angel on your shoulder and turn toward your better angels. Advice from your inner wisdom for the horse people is the Lover's card. How interesting. On the Devil card, we see the 2 corrupted versions of the lovers. And then on the lovers, here they are where they're perfect. And when I was just talking about devils and angels, well, there's the devil, which you could focus on, and then there's the angel, which I was just talking about. And so this is just a really serendipitous reading for whoever picked the horse, because you're really between these 2 polar opposite extremes. And the angel on the Lover's card is telling you to look at the light and to look on things with love. And if you do that, you're going to transcend the difficulties and be free from the inner saboteur. And then finally, there is a mythic archetype that's going to be helping the horse people, and that's Sahore. And these are the goddesses who bring in the hours and the seasons and the time frames. And so this could just be a time where the seasons are turning for you, where there's a change, where there's a transformation. And whenever you see the Horai, they're telling you that a new day will dawn, but that there is a process right now that you're going to be going through really on that internal level where you're facing shadows and you're asking yourself to turn towards the light. Do not listen to your inner saboteur this next week. Stay focused on that angel. For the next animal, this is the people who picked the porcupine. If you're attracted to porcupine, it might be because you need to loosen up a little bit right now and just play and relax and make a game of things, or just not take things too intensely. And the first card for porcupine is where it's best to place their focus, and that's on the 9 of Cups, which is about pleasure, enjoying yourself. The man on the 9 of Cups is chubby, he's enjoying the feast, he's got the table set behind him, and he's basically saying that you've earned your right to enjoy the banquet that's in front of you. Don't starve yourself. Don't make an excuse for why you can't enjoy good things right now. This card is telling you to look at your accomplishments and to really own them and be pleased with them. And also the 9 of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment. So the best place to place your focus at this time could be in actually manifesting a wish. The next card for porcupine is advice from your inner wisdom. And here we got the Tower card. So the Tower indicates an ending of the old structures that no longer serve you. And when I see it next to that 9 of Cups, it's telling you to stop putting yourself in a self-imposed prison and instead break out of your mind and instead really get back into your body, get back down to earth. The top of the tower is a crown, which is a symbol for your mind or being stuck in your head. And the people falling from the tower are escaping from their mind, meaning that their mind has been a prison for them and it's kept them separated from nature. And here they are hurtling down to earth again to get back in touch with being grounded, getting back in touch with the earth. When it's next to the Nine of Cups, which is usually a sensual pleasure card, this could indicate it's time to get out of your head and it's time to get in your body and enjoy things a little bit more. And that there's nothing wrong with letting go and allowing yourself some pleasure at this time as well. And also that Tower card is telling you that that which you don't need anymore is getting swept away. And it's important not to fight that process, but to let go. And then finally, the mythic archetype for the Porcupine people is Lachesis. We see her a lot. She's the second of the three fates. And you can see her with her measuring rod. She's actually measuring out the length of a life. And she's also the goddess of luck and good luck and bad luck and just the sorts of luck that we get allotted in our lives at this time in this incarnation. And whenever we see her, she's telling you to take the measure of your life as it is right now and make the most of it. Put your energy towards manifesting those wishes. Get out of your head and don't waste time on tower thinking. Make the most of this moment because this is going to be where your luck changes. And then finally, we have the people who pick the snake. And whenever a snake comes up or you're attracted to snake, it's about shedding the skin of the past and getting into the future. And the snake, the first card, is where it's best to place your focus at this time. And we have the King of Cups, which is a card of house and home. So this could be a really wonderful time for the King of Cups energy to come in, where you're focusing on your home, where you're really inviting family, where you're making it a strong base of operations, where you're clearing out old energy, and where you're also looking around your home and you're saying, you know, is this making me feel uplifted and positive and supported, or am I feeling negative and depleted and like I'm not really even happy existing here? The King of Cups is also telling you to stay stable amid the waves of emotions that may be swirling around you this next week. And so where it's best to place your focus is on your solid structure. The King of Cups is on that solid platform amid the waves. And it means that he's staying grounded even though he's dealing with heavy emotions at this time. And so this could be a period for the snake people to remain centered and to really stay grounded amid a really emotional time for you. Advice from your inner wisdom for the snake people is the Four of Wands reversed. And the Four of Wands upright is like a party card, it's celebration, it's enjoying yourself. And when it's coming up reversed, it's saying you may be forgetting to enjoy some of the things in life right now. It also can indicate, especially with the holidays coming up, that there's stress surrounding social get-togethers or gatherings or things like that. And that King of Cups could just indicate it's important to stay grounded during this next week. But most importantly of all, with the Four of Wands, it's telling you it's time to celebrate now. It's time to enjoy these moments right now. And there's just no good excuse for putting off good things and really waiting on finally rewarding yourself or connecting. Whenever we see the Four of Wands upright or reversed, it is a major call to action to lighten up. Things are very heavy right now, or with that King of Cups, just a little bit more emotionally tumultuous. And so it's important to remember to come up for air, like the whale in the background of the King of Cups card. You can see that way back there. It's time to, yes, delve the depths and bring things up from beneath the waves, but then bring it up to the surface and breathe it into existence for healing. And then finally, the mythic archetype for the snake people is Artemis. She's the goddess of the hunt. She's the goddess of selfhood and the woodlands and nature. She's also the protector of young things, babies and small animals. And she's also associated with the moon. And whenever we see Artemis, she is calling you back to your nature. She's calling you to extract yourself too much from the energy of other people and to seek out the wild places in the world. It might be time for a walk in the woods or a time to reconnect with nature or even to animals in some way. You could find a lot of healing through animal magic or through just connecting with your animal companions at this time. Artemis can be a little moody. She is associated with the moon. So this can indicate that if your moods are feeling out of whack, nature is going to be your best healer. So that is this week's Oracle. I do hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I invite you to go to elliotoracle.com and schedule a personal tarot session with me. And also with the holidays coming up, if you are stumped as to what the perfect gift should be to get somebody, get them a reading. They will not forget it. Otherwise, I'll see you all next week. I hope you all have a wonderful one, and take care.